Hi there, Spray Wash Pro. We are going to be talking about Alucabond today. Now this is actually going to be an ongoing series of videos about Alucabond because we're finding that really there is not one answer to cleaning Alucabond. There's lots of different things that may or may not work depending on what's happening on the Alucabond project that you're working on. We're finding that Alucabond can really be subject to biological stains such as the mildew seen here and algae growing on it, reactive metal staining, and also susceptible to carbon buildups from the atmosphere that are mixing with rainwater and bonding to the Alucabond panels. So you're really dealing with a host of different type of stains whenever you start cleaning these projects. Each one's going to be a little bit different. Find out what works best for you. Hey, good morning. We are talking about these Alucabond panels, and this is a real common issue that people get on these panels. So it's just a problem on here. Now we can take just a cloth and wipe, and we're still going to have that issue. Got some hydrocarbons on there, some buildup, but now if I get a little harder on there and really put some pressure, I still got that faint ghosting. Paper towels is one thing. You know, it's better, but not great. Freaking magic. We can still see some ghosting lines in there, but obviously it's a far cry from what it was. So on this particular project, we found that the best thing to clean this was WOW, the stainless steel cleaner and polish. We did not need to put a lot on there. In fact, that's much better if you use it very sparingly. Putting that onto a microfiber pad and spraying that on seemed to work. keep in mind also that this building was washed before we ever were able to get the black streaks off. We used a mixture of both secret agent, bleach, and apple wash to wash the building down to get rid of the green algae that was growing on there. Then we had to go back and hand wipe to take care of the carbon deposit buildups that were left on this building. That was what was really showing the dark streaks and very noticeable after we got the building cleaned up. I wish I could say that there was just an easy spray on, rinse off product to get rid of these hydrocarbon stains that are occurring on this Alucabond, but unfortunately I have not found one yet. Removal of these stains has required some hand rubbing, but that WOW stainless steel cleaner did seem to be the most effective on getting rid of the stains once we actually touched it with a microfiber pad. We first started using that WOW stainless steel polishing cleaner back in our hood cleaning days and found it to be very effective when we used it there. Honestly, I stumbled upon it by accident. I was just pulling my hair out, or what hair I had left, and found that in one of the trucks and said, well, what the heck, I'm going to give it a shot, and presto, it actually worked. I still wouldn't say these are by any means perfect results, but it's certainly an acceptable result and looks much better than what we started with before we began to clean this building. I'm going to continue on my research on this Alucabond. I plan on doing some mild two-stepping on there to see if that will help out. And the eventual goal would be to find a way to wash Alucabond without having to touch it, to have a true spray-on application to clean this Alucabond. I wanted to also talk about the composition of Alucabond. Just remember that Alucabond is typically a metal panel that then has a coating on top of that. Usually they're shiny. If you use an aggressive chemical on here, or even scour too hard, you can scrape it, scratch it, and remove the finish on the Alucabond. So it's really a tough product to deal with. You have to use mild solutions, and you really have to use mild manual pressure on there whenever you're rubbing it or scouring it. You wouldn't want to use anything, you wouldn't want to use a real stiff brush. You'd want to use something very soft. That's one of the reasons I like the microfiber on there. We found it worked best with less chance of damage on there. Alucabond, certainly there's been plenty of people that have messed up Alucabond by using too aggressive of a chemical, too strong of a bleach, oxidizing out the panels, ruining the finish on the panels, or scratching the panels up. They're not cheap to replace either, so if you get into a situation like that, just use a lot of caution. Something I am very excited about, I did not have it in time for this particular project, but I've got some more Alucabonds that I'll be working on, is the window weapon from Reach It. I got these from Perry Tate, window weapon scrubs. These are microfiber pads, comes with a gooseneck for a water-fed pole. As you saw on this video, I was using that Unger system on there, and the Unger's nice, but it comes only with about a 10-foot pole at max on there, rigid metal pole. I think I'll be able to attack this a little bit better with my water-fed pole. And these are washable pads. Comes several to a box. Nice microfiber, and then it just attaches in a Velcro-ish type action to the head here, so we could spray a little of that wow onto here, and you know, attach it with our pole and get up and scrub that way, and not worry about scratching the surface of that, and get that solvent up there too, to help break apart those dark hydrocarbon stains, because that was what I was dealing with on this one, this project, more so than well, that and algae, but we got rid of the algae, and it revealed the hydrocarbon stains. Like I said, each Alucabond project you're going to work on is going to be a little bit different. You know, something else that's nice about this, with this gooseneck, it will adjust, it'll lock into place after you adjust it. And again, you can keep several of these pads on you and just swap them out as needed as they get real dirty. Then go wash the pads, but comes with plenty of them also. Tate, that is a Reach It product right there. I'll be using these in a couple of weeks whenever I do another Alucabond project, and we're going to try these out, but I have a feeling they're going to work just absolutely perfectly. So Perry, thank you for getting these to me, and I will get y'all a report on the next Alucabond that we do. And as y'all can tell, I'm probably losing my voice here a little bit. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your membership at Spray Wash Pro. And if you have any comments, feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email. We will be trying to two-step some of this Alucabond also. Talked to Sean Gross. He sent me a couple of products, and whenever we get closer to that, I will of course make another video of us doing that, or a series of videos seeing if we can two-step some of these hydrocarbon stains off of the Alucabond. Thank y'all again for watching. Thank you for being a part of Spray Wash Pro.